Level 1. The beginning. You're 16 years old in a small town in Jalisco, Mexico. Your family grows avocados. You make $20 a week. You watch your father break his back in the fields every single day. He comes home with dirt under his fingernails and nothing in his pockets. You see another life across the street. Men with gold chains, new trucks, women, respect. They work for the cartel. One of them sees you watching. He walks over. You want to eat or you want to starve? You don't answer with words. You show up the next morning. They give you a phone and a plastic chair. You sit outside a gas station on the highway. Your job is to watch. Military trucks get a text, a hawk emoji. Black SUVs with tinted windows get a snake emoji. That means rivals. You get paid $100 a week, cash. Nobody talks to you. You're furniture, but you're learning. You see the police drive by and wave. They're on payroll. You see the military convoys. They can't be bought. One afternoon, you fall asleep. A convoy passes. You don't send the warning. A man appears next to you. He doesn't yell. He just looks at you. Next time, we leave you in the desert. You never fall asleep again. Level 2. The sicario. You're 21. You've proven you're loyal. You kept your mouth shut when the police picked you up. You sat in a cell for 6 months and said nothing. Now they hand you something heavier than a phone. They hand you a rifle. You're a sicario now, a hitman. The cartel is at war with Sinaloa over a plaza in Michoacan. Your first job is simple. A rival dealer is eating tacos at a stand on 3rd Street. You and 3 others pull up in a black truck. You walk in. The man looks up. He sees the guns. He doesn't even have time to stand. It's over in 4 seconds. You drive away. Your hands are shaking. You pull over and vomit on the side of the road. The older sicario next to you lights a cigarette. First one's always the hardest, he says. It gets easier. He's right. It does get easier. That's the part nobody warns you about. By your 10th job, you feel nothing. You eat dinner afterwards. You sleep fine. You've become something that doesn't have a name in any language your mother speaks. You make $500 per job, sometimes 3 jobs a week. You buy your mother a new house. She cries. She hugs you. She doesn't ask questions. She knows. Every mother in Jalisco knows. Level 3. The cell leader. You're 26. You run a cell. 15 men. Your job is to control a plaza in Guadalajara. The cartel supplies you with 200 kilos of cocaine and 50 kilos of methamphetamine every month. You break it down. You sell it to distributors. You send the money up. You keep 10%. That's $70,000 a month in your pocket. You have a house with a pool. You drive an armored SUV. You have a girlfriend who thinks you're in construction, but you're also the judge. When a soldier steals product, you handle it. Last week, a 20-year-old kid skimmed 2 kilos. You found them in his apartment. You didn't yell. You didn't argue. You just looked at him. He knew. They found his body 3 days later. The pressure from above is constant. The boss wants more territory, always more. You're fighting Sinaloa on the west side and the government on the east side. You sleep 4 hours a night. You change houses every 3 days. Your phone is a burner that you smash and replace every week. You trust nobody. Not your soldiers, not your girlfriend, not even your brother. Level 4. The Plaza Boss. You're 32. You control the entire state of Jalisco. 5 cell leaders report to you. You have 300 soldiers. You generate $15 million a month for the organization. You don't touch drugs anymore. You don't touch guns. You make phone calls. One call and a rival disappears. One call and a police chief looks the other way. One call and a journalist stops writing stories. You live in a compound in the mountains, 20-foot walls, armed guards, attack dogs, cameras on every road for 2 miles. You negotiate with politicians. You don't threaten them, you make offers. A briefcase with $2 million, a share of the profits. Most of them take it. The ones who don't get exposed. Photos with mistresses, evidence of corruption. And if they still refuse, they disappear. You manage logistics on a massive scale now. Cocaine from Colombia, precursor chemicals from China, fentanyl labs hidden in the mountains. You coordinate shipments through tunnels under the border, submarines in the Pacific, drones over the desert. You're making $1 million a month personally, but you can't go to your daughter's birthday party. Too dangerous. You can't visit your mother's grave. Snipers might be waiting. You're the richest prisoner in Mexico. Your cage just doesn't have bars. The right hand. You're 38. The boss notices you. Not because you're violent, because you're smart. You've never lost a plaza. You've never been arrested. You solved problems before they become wars. He makes you his right hand. The boss is a ghost. Nobody knows where he sleeps. Nobody knows his schedule. He communicates through encrypted messages that delete after 30 seconds. He moves between mountain hideouts every 48 hours. He's had plastic surgery twice. His own children don't recognize him. The United States government has a $15 million bounty on his head. The DEA has a task force of 200 agents dedicated to finding him. The Mexican Marines have special forces hunting him. Your job is to be the wall between the boss and the world. When the DEA traces a phone call, it leads to you, not him. When a captured soldier talks under interrogation, the highest name he knows is yours, not his. You are the shield. If the shield breaks, the boss is exposed. You attend meetings on his behalf. You sit with Colombian suppliers in Panama City. You negotiate prices with Chinese chemical manufacturers through encrypted video calls. You coordinate with corrupt generals in Mexico City. You're the CEO of a $10 billion empire. Your business card just says death instead of a job title. Level 6. The boss. You're 45. The old boss is dead. Heart attack in a mountain hideout. No hospital would treat him. Too risky. He died on a dirt floor surrounded by bodyguards. Now the organization looks to you. You're the new boss. You run the most powerful cartel on Earth. Your organization operates in 28 of Mexico's 32 states. You have cells in 35 American cities: Los Angeles, Chicago, New York, Atlanta, Houston. Your cartel is the #1 supplier of fentanyl to the United States. 100,000 Americans die every year from overdoses. Most of that product came through your supply chain. You move 100 tons of cocaine annually. Your revenue is estimated at $20 billion. You have politicians in 6 Mexican states under your control. You have generals on your payroll. You have judges who dismiss cases with one phone call from your lawyer. But you're the most hunted man on the planet. The DEA has $15 million waiting for anyone who gives up your location. The Mexican Marines have satellite surveillance tracking your movements. You change locations every 2 days. You communicate only through handwritten notes delivered by trusted couriers. You haven't used a phone in 3 years. You haven't seen your family in 18 months. You watch your grandchild's birthday on a video that arrives on a USB drive 4 days after the party. You have everything. Billions of dollars, an army of thousands, control over an entire country. And you have nothing. No peace, no family, no future. Just a countdown to the inevitable. Level 7. The Hunt. The Americans found you. Not through technology, not through satellites, through love. Your most trusted associate was connected to a woman you cared about. The Americans tracked her. She led them to him. He led them to you. It's a Sunday morning, February. You're in a hideout in Tapalpa, Jalisco. Mountains, pine trees, fresh air. For a moment, it feels peaceful. Then you hear it. Helicopters. Not one, multiple. The sound of rotor blades cutting through mountain air. Mexican Special Forces, Marines, supported by the Air Force and National Guard. 200 soldiers surrounding your compound. They had American intelligence. They had satellite imagery. They had been planning this for months. You were the most protected man in Mexico, and they found you through a love letter. Your security team opens fire. 30 armed guards against 200 Marines. The gunfight lasts 45 minutes. Bullets tear through the walls. Windows shatter. Smoke fills every room. Your men fall one by one. You grab a rifle. You fire back. But you know, you've always known, how this ends. A bullet hits you. Then another. You collapse. Your guards drag you toward the extraction point. A helicopter lands. They load you in, but the damage is too severe. You bleed out somewhere between the mountains and the hospital. You die in the air, suspended between the earth you controlled and the sky you never could. Level 8. The Aftermath. Within hours, your death is confirmed. The President of Mexico announces it on national television. She calls it a decisive victory. The Americans issue a statement. Justice has been served. But justice doesn't come quietly. Your soldiers don't mourn. They rage. Within 24 hours, violence erupts across 20 Mexican states. Your men set fire to banks. They burn supermarkets. They block highways with burning trucks. They attack National Guard convoys. 60 people die in the chaos. 25 of them are soldiers. The United States issues emergency warnings. Shelter in place. Do not travel. Cruise ships turn away from Mexican ports. The world watches Mexico burn. The $15 million bounty sits unclaimed. You can't spend reward money on a dead man's information. Level 9. The Cycle. Your empire doesn't die with you. It can't. There's too much money, too much product, too much demand. Someone steps up, a nephew, a lieutenant, a plaza boss who's been waiting for exactly this moment. The cocaine keeps flowing, the fentanyl keeps crossing, the bodies keep piling up. You were the most powerful drug lord on Earth. You controlled billions. You commanded thousands. Presidents feared you. Governments hunted you. And in the end, You died in a helicopter, bleeding on the floor, while the mountains you ruled disappeared beneath the clouds. But somewhere in Jalisco right now, a 16-year-old kid is sitting outside a gas station. He's watching the trucks pass. He sees the men with gold chains and new cars. He's hungry, he's angry, he's ready. And the cycle begins again.